If food prices go up, wages will follow. That leads to an upward spiral. It does not take a PhD in economics to figure that out. Hello. Today we're going to talk about food inflation. The Chinese housewives complained about the rise of food prices over the past decade. The housewives in the Western world are complaining about the same thing lately. Prices of bacon, egg, juice, and coffee are all surging. According to the Financial Times, the standard breakfast costs 30% more now than before the pandemic. Supply chain bottlenecks were partially responsible for the rising costs. But this has been a problem for many years. The food index published by the United Nations indicates the food prices in the world rose almost 40% over the past decade. One of the key reasons behind that is the rising living standard in the emerging market world. People demand for more protein. It takes 9 units of grains to produce 1 unit of beef. In order to increase production, we saw a stunning damage in the ecosystem in the Amazon area in Brazil. Inflation ultimately is a monetary phenomenon. From 2008 to now, the balance sheet of the US Federal Reserve has expanded 10 times. People's Bank of China's balance sheets expanded even more. The increase in the global liquidity has far exceeded the increase of assets. Food as an asset class has attracted speculations, not just from the investors, but also from governments. The Thai government, the Vietnamese government, and the Russian government all attempted restricting grain exports in an attempt to manipulate prices. To me, while the disruptions caused by the pandemic added further pressure, the main driver of rising food prices is from extremely loose monetary environment. Once food prices moved up, it is very difficult to come down at the retail level. If food prices go up, wages will follow. That leads to upward spiral. It does not take a PhD in economics to figure that out. The inflationary picture looks a little better in China than that in the United States. Pork price has been down sharply. And the pork price counts for a huge weight in China's CPI basket. Nevertheless, the Chinese consumers can still feel the pain of food inflation all over the place. This will eventually be transmitted to wage inflation and then spread to every corner in the economy. Food inflation is the source of wage inflation. It's the driver of cost-push inflation.